Alright folks, Green Thumber here. Just figured I'd come in here and get a good look at the ladies. Green light is on, but this is exactly 1 week in on everything but 4 of these. And I more wanted to get another look at this mimosa. I mean, this thing really puts out some tops quick. They said it's a quick finisher. You know, I had the details on exactly who the breeder was on Mimosa, or I mean not Mimosa, Rosetta Stone, but I've already forgot. I know that the male was picked, the Brothers Grimm. The Brothers Grimm, and they had a great cut of something, but then they found a male white widow plant that apparently was seeping resin from its leaves, and that's what the Rosetta Stone needed apparently. Supposedly great for scrog. They're saying a pound or 2 per square meter. We'll see, because I'm sure a lot of these will cover a square meter, so they're close to it. This is a Rosetta Stone, real dense plant, but she is making bud sites fast, really fast. Look at them all. Jeez, oh Pete's. This is some grape ape. Not so many bud sites, huh? Little humidity stress here, I see, but they will be alright. There's another Rosetta Stone. Little squat things, man. We got Slurricane 6 here, the leggiest plant I've ever had in my room. This thing will get another, God, try to keep it out of the light this time. The last one we pulled went all the way from the D-hue over here to this side. Thing was like 6 foot wide, but we pulled 735 grams off the one plant, so I can't really complain about it. Got a cookies. This cookies, man, I don't know what's going on with it. It keeps, I feel like me and my better half are accidentally overwatering it every time or something. It keeps wanting to yellow out though. You can see the stress in it next to another plant, so. This just went in. Here's another Rosetta Stone. Kind of a sativa leaf, I thought, but you know, pretty long there. Another cookies, a little yellowing on it too. A lot of these I had to go chop the tops right off. I mean, you can see where I just blazed them, and they come right back. Look, I cut that one more than once. They come right back. Ain't no stopping them. Well, you can see all the cut marks. Just because I tend to find when I get above about, like, you can see where my light is. When I get like within that range, so what, about another foot higher, 1.5 feet higher from where my plant is, my canopy temperature gets too high and I get a lot of calyxing and stuff. So I really try to focus on keeping them, you know, more than 2 feet away from the bulbs, which this crop's looking like it's going pretty good. I took the temperature and humidity down a little bit in here so that it would have more of a more leaf structure and less, you know, overall vertical growth, less stretching, because last time our stretching was a problem. So I believe this is another Rosetta Stone right here. Oh no, this is a Slurricane right here. This is definitely a Rosetta Stone. Interesting how under the different lights you get a little bit different plant structure. This seems a little stretchier under the LED than say the ones over there under the straight thousands. Yeah, this is 1,000 right here. Also another. But lots and lots and lots of bud sites, so that must be why they say this thing makes a great scrog plant. Brothers Grimm though is the breeders, but I think we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them in here at least, out of the 20 plants we have in here. I normally just run 16, but some of these were a little smaller, so I feel like I had a little more available room to use, you know. But you know, everything in here is in HPCC and getting base only with a little calcium nitrate, which would be my CalMag pretty much. I mean, no mag, but calcium nitrate. It's a 1500, and then I think I use my base is a 51226. So pretty hot mix, but you know, you're controlling the dosage. It doesn't matter. Just buy it as a concentrate because it lasts so freaking long. I mean, everybody wants to claim something about nutrients, but shit, I was running Canna in here, and when these things are in full bloom, I'll use 30-40 gallons a night. I mean, that translates on the full Canna line, you're spending over $1,000 a month. And does it produce good quality smoke? Absolutely. Every nutrient line I've ever used in here, and I mean, I've used Green Planet, Canna, we've used Advanced, we've used General Hydroponics, we've used Emerald Harvest, we've used Fox Farm, Green Planet, I mean, Botanicare, the list goes on, and they all produce great results, man. But if I can save $12,000 a year on nutrients and only spend $2,000 and still get pretty close to the same product, then I'm damn sure gonna. I mean, nutrient companies are more than welcome to send me on over whatever they want me to use, and I'll run it through the garden. I'll post videos. I'm more than happy to. But I feel like I have enough experience in what I do that no matter what nutrient line I run, I'm going to get pretty similar results. I mean, all nutrient lines are pretty much built close to each other. I mean, how they procure the ingredients and the quality of the ingredients is something to be argued about. I've stood there for 25, 30 arguments about the quality and pharmaceutical grade and industrial grade, and I don't know, man. I mean, I guess there is some argument there, but as far as overall finished product and what it looks like and smells like, they all come pretty close if you ask me. Now, as chemical testing, leftover residues and whatnot, that could be argued, I guess, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm open to run anything, but I feel like you're gonna get pretty much the same results. That's why we run a dosatron. Like I said, if I could save $12,000 a year on nutrients and still get my yield numbers and all that, then I'm damn sure gonna. I'm sorry. Plus, you know, I mean, mixing 30 gallons of water a night, I don't know how many of you do it, but say if you got to mix a flower batch and a veg batch, you know, and you're mixing 30 gallons of each, you got, you know, a good hour into just mixing water, and then a good hour into watering. Or I hook up my dosatron, and once a week I make a batch of nutrients, and then my dosatron feeds them. Is there a downside? Yes. I never really check my parts per million. I never check pH. And once in a while, this cheap Chinese dosatron will get a bug up its ass and hit my plants at like 3,000 parts per million. And they'll survive it. It'll curl the leaves up. I'll show you the LED room where I got some leaves curled up from the dosatron hitting them hard. They seem to manage through it. I wish it was a little bit more accurate, but maybe I need to stop being cheap and just buy a dosatron and not some Chinese knockoff off Amazon. You know, I'm always preaching about not buying Amazon LEDs, but then I buy an Amazon dosatron and complain about it. So I guess I'm quite the hypocrite, but regardless, I just wanted to give a shot of these a weekend. I mean, we're going to get them next week too to see the jump, because I don't know about you guys, but I find my biggest jump in between week 1 and 2. That's when they complete their final stretch, you know, trying to finish out their vegetative cycle and go straight for flower. So the Rosetta Stone, I'm pretty sure isn't going to get any bigger from the way that the bud sites are developing at this point. She's going to be an early bird. So any of you that really like scrogging, I highly recommend this plant. I mean, look at this thing, short, squat. It's like it's meant to be in a net. And mind you, I got to come through here and clean up all the bottoms. It's one of the things I hate the most. So I've avoided bambooing them at this point. I got some of them bambooed, but it always turns into such a maze. So I figured I'd let this crop develop a little bit, and then we'll get it scrogged out good and get everything rolling. We did a deep clean. I try to get in here twice a year and really clean this thing. And oddly enough, man, that's something you guys should pay attention to. I keep this room pretty clean. I mean, you can see the floor's clean and everything, but this mini split right here, I was looking in it, and then I noticed something on my impeller. I got to looking up in there, and there was an entire fungus of some sort growing on my impeller. I mean, mostly had it consumed, so this mini split was almost non-functional at that point. So we had to tear it all apart and clean it with alcohol and get the impeller all cleaned off. And bada boom, bada bing. We got things squared away, but still, wow, what a pain in the butt, you know? Just crazy to me, so. Until next video, folks.